What is going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What is up? Welcome to the Marketing Atlas Show, episode 16. Man, we're flying 16 weeks in. That is like what, 3 months? 3 months? A little bit over 3 months, like 3 months and a half, which is pretty cool, huh? 16 episodes and going strong. Nothing to compare with the other show that we have, my other show that happens at what time is it? Like at 4 p.m. Eastern? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. We have Hamday Hangout at 4 p.m. Eastern. And that has been happening for the past 5 years. So we're close to episode, I don't know, 1 million or something. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Hope that you guys are doing great. Welcome to Marketing Atlas Show, the show or the place, the space, the little video that I record, trying to help you as much as possible when it comes to Facebook advertising, digital advertising, general paid media questions, and anything that has to do with advertising in general, digital marketing, and all of that good stuff that we all very much like. Okay, that's why we're here. So let me actually make sure that we're live on every place, on everywhere. We have people on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. We have people on Twitch as well. What do you know, right? We have people in Marketing Atlas Show. So if you want to ask your question, if you want to drop a question, drop a comment, say hi, go to marketingatlasshow.com. That is marketingatlasshow.com. And I'll be more than happy to answer your question, commenting on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch or whatever, because I'm not monitoring those questions. Please go to Marketing Atlas Show. Do me a favor, go to marketingatlasshow.com to drop your question. I would really do appreciate that. And with that being said, if you want me to actually help you with your Facebook advertising and your advertising in general, right? It doesn't have to be Facebook alone. We've been talking about Google. We have been talking about YouTube. We've been talking about general marketing strategy, which is pretty cool. Go to nobsadvertising.club. Let me actually write it down for you guys. It is, and by the way, I just changed the setup, so this is a little bit awkward for me. So it's NoBS advertising .club, okay? NoBS advertising.club, which I'm proudly to present to you guys, the NoBS Advertising Club. So go ahead, check it out. I recorded a quick video on how I went from selling articles for $4 a pop on Fiverr to spending $7 million in advertising last year, which is a true story, by the way. And so you can go and check it out. So it's nobsadvertising.club, and I want to help you as much as possible when it comes to advertising and marketing in general. So go ahead and check it out. I hope that you like it. Okay, cool. So with that being said, I want to tell you guys a little bit about what has been happening over the past couple of weeks when it comes to Facebook ads. So there's a really good news. They're not so good news. Okay, so the not so good news are that Facebook has been kind of on a rampage, I should say, when it comes to disapproving ads. So if you have been having problems with disapprovals, if you have been having issues with your ad accounts getting shut down, business managers getting shut down, there's a lot of stuff happening on Facebook right now. I'm not really sure why, to be honest. But what we do know is that on my end and on another really high level individuals, much more than me when it comes to Facebook ads, they are experiencing the same type of issues when it comes to disapprovals. Okay, so what do we do when it comes to disapprovals? What do we do when it comes to Facebook disapproving your ads? And ads that might have been perfectly fine 2 weeks ago, now they're getting disapproved. And what do we do when it comes to Facebook shutting down your account, shutting down your business manager? There's one word: appeal. And appeal, and appeal, and appeal, and keep on appealing. The reason why you want to appeal as much as possible is because you want Facebook to actually run that error through a human being. What I'm saying is that 99% of the disapprovals that we're seeing right now are completely automated. So with that being said, you can go ahead, and appeal, and that will allow you to potentially get your Facebook ad account back, to get your business manager back, and get your ads back. Okay, so in order of less terrible to the most terrible, I would say losing a Facebook ad Losing a Facebook ad would be the least terrible. Losing a Facebook ad account would be middle. Losing a Facebook Business Manager would be the most terrible. But go ahead and appeal again, even if they tell you that the thing is final, that the decision is final, because usually it isn't. Okay, it ain't. So go ahead and appeal as much as possible. So that's how you solve it. Literally, that's how you solve it. Even, I'm talking to my rep, and she will say, yeah, the how do you call it? The AI will screw up from time to time, and that's completely fine. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and appeal. So that is when it comes to the not so good news. Now, when it comes to the really, really, really good news, is that I have been testing a couple of new approaches to generating audiences on Facebook ads, and I've been blessed and honored to work with Frank Kern over the past 2 years almost. And what happened is that, he showed me, and you kind of developed together the IBB strategy. And that's a great way of generating audiences within Facebook, because it's based off of video views, and it's a great way of generating audiences that you can then retarget and market to. So that's still working like crazy. However, right now what we're trying to do is to actually get people to a couple of different places. One of those is blog posts. So if we have, let's say, an ad right here, and we're sending people to a blog post or a podcast episode, right? Then if we get people to consume this type of content, there's a high chance that we will get pretty good results, okay? Because right now we're getting everything within Facebook, and we're trying some sort, way, shape, or form of getting people to blog posts and getting people to podcast episodes, but not in the way that you might think, not in the usual traditional way of like just sending traffic to a blog post. Because frankly, if you're sending traffic to a blog post or to a podcast episode or to a landing page or whatever, the quality of the traffic might not be that good. But we're kind of shifting the strategy from sending just traffic to a blog post or to a podcast episode, and change that to a conversion campaign where we can actually measure how much people are consuming our content. So if people are staying, let's say, for a minute, for 2 minutes, for 3 minutes, for 5 minutes on our blog post, we can actually go back and tell Facebook, hey, Facebook, give us more of these type of people. Give us more people that will consume our content. So this is something that we're testing right now. I'm really excited because this will be taking out the audience building out from Facebook and into our custom audiences. And hey, if people are landing here and they're landing in your podcast episodes and all of that, there's a high chance that they will potentially buy something else from you, which is pretty cool. And if they consume your content, right, there's a big difference between somebody that will just bounce on your page and bounce, like actually like land on your page and bounce out of the page, than if somebody goes ahead and consume 30, 60, 90 seconds of your content. It's a big difference, right? It's a big difference. So that is something that we're trying to do right now, and I'll come back to you guys with the results that I'm getting moving forward. Okay? So with that being said, let's go into the marketingatlasshow.com and see what type of questions we got. And let me refresh. I'm going to start sharing my screen in a second. Okay, there we go. Okay, perfect. So let me actually share. Oh, come on now. Oh, what's going on with the Facebook thingy? Okay, cool. All right, boom, there we go. So here we are. Waleed, which is usually and always supporting the stream. Thank you, Waleed, for your support. Hey, Hernan, how you doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Can we use Facebook ads for business-to-business lead gen? Okay, for our corporate private companies, if yes, what your advice? This is actually a great point. I was being interviewed yesterday for the Thoughtful Entrepreneur podcast yesterday. It was a great interview, by the way. And when they release it, I'm going to share with all of you guys. I'm putting it on my website as well, because it was a great interview. And one of the questions that we kind of started talking about, one of the things that we started talking about is, does Facebook work for business-to-business lead generation? Okay, and the answer is yes. The answer is definitely 100% yes. And not only that, like, you can get business-to-business leads on Facebook, but you can also get high-level quality buyers from Facebook. Okay, Facebook has the stigma of, providing you with low quality leads or unqualified people, and that's not true. Now, here's the deal. What most people will do, let me actually go back to the webcam. So what most people will do with their Facebook ads, is this, right? They will run an ad, and they will send people to a landing page. This is what 99% of the advertisers are doing right now, which is fine. It's working, right? But let's say that you have a $50,000 coaching package, or a $25,000 consulting package, or a $10,000 website, right? If you're sending traffic from here, or something like a lead ad, right? Like a lead ad. Some people are running lead ads for these type of offers. If you're running that, understand that the quality of the lead ads, the quality of the leads, the quality of the traffic that you're getting might not be the best. So how do we solve that? How do we actually go out there and present people and dog whistle and kind of signal out people that are willing to buy and to spend a lot of money? Well, it's pretty simple actually. I told you guys that I'm a big fan of branding campaigns, right? So what I like to do here is to do a branding campaign first. So a branding campaign which entails a video views campaign, okay? And then for people that consume this content, then I will send them to a landing page, okay? And then I would also run conversion ads right here, okay? So what happens really simply is that when somebody consumes our content, and here's what we say in the content is really, really important, okay? Frank Kern would always say, so you cannot hunt whales with minnow bait, okay? You cannot hunt whales with minnow bait. So that basically means that if you're putting out content that will attract low quality leads or people without money and all of that, not that there's anything wrong with that, I'm just saying that if you're wanting to sell a $25,000 package, then you need to talk to people that have the money to afford that, right? So what you're saying in the content is as important as the rest of the campaign and how the campaign works. So let's say that you're looking to get, institutional investors, which is something that, by the way, I did last year, okay? Last year, at the beginning of last year, I was helping a client hunt for institutional investors. So investors like bankers and all of that, and we got them through Facebook ads. I also helped another client who was selling rings for $150,000, right? Wedding rings that were custom made, super high level wedding rings, jewelry and all of that will take 6 months to make because it was all custom and handmade. And we got leads through Facebook, okay? He sold a couple of 50,000, 75,000 rings from Facebook, okay? Now, how do we did it was basically this, we were really adamant about the quality, the luxury, the signaling of our items, right? We weren't just saying, hey, yeah, come buy and buy our rings. No, we were showcasing the quality and the purity of material, and we were showcasing the process, right? The painstakingly, patience and the craftsmanship of every piece and all of that. And at the end of the day, it was like, and then the call to action was like, hey, if you want a ring that could change your life forever, just call us. That was the call to action. So we weren't even trying, right? Some other people, like for instance, I know that this person closes like high level $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 coaching packages from his Amazon book. So he has a book on Amazon, and most of the people that want to work with him, they come in from the Amazon book. So the idea of the campaign will be, hey, by the way, go to Amazon and get my book. That will be the CTA. So we're not even trying, right? That's how you hunt for wealth. So what you're saying in the videos, it's super important, number one. And this is, again, something that I learned from Frank Kern. Number two, once people are consuming this video with this super adamant, well-bait video type, then you will retarget those people with maybe an offer, with maybe a landing page. And the landing page should carry the same messaging. Like, if you want to work with us, you need to apply. You need to take the steps. The least amount of people that you talk to, the better. Okay? And again, I've used this to create leads for a marketing agency, and those are business-to-business leads. We have used this to create, again, leads for institutional investors. So, and now we're running the same campaign to get qualified, or not qualified, but certified investors to invest in a high-level luxury real estate complex in, I think it's in Hawaii or something like that. So we are actually doing that, okay? We're actually doing that through Facebook ads. So whoever is saying that, Facebook ads do not work for business to business, you need to go to LinkedIn and all of that. LinkedIn is a great place, but actually if you're doing this, you won't have a lot of success because this ad is getting to everyone pretty much. Facebook, unfortunately, you cannot target, based on income, based on household, which you could, and I understand why they're doing it, but now you cannot. So if you're running this thing right here, this setup right here, then you won't have a lot of success when it comes to business. You wanna run something like this. You wanna run a branding campaign, and then on the back end you will run some sort of offer when it comes to that type of funnel. Okay, but it's completely 100% possible to generate leads, business to business leads specifically through Facebook ads. Okay, cool. So let's see if we have any additional questions. Let's see what we got here, and if not, we're going to call it a day. All right, cool. So let's see if we have any additional questions, and if not, that's completely fine too. Thank you guys for hanging out for a little bit with me. Let's see. Okay, we don't have any additional questions. One of the tests that I'm running right now is actually sending people to the marketingatlasshow.com, see how much they consume of the content. So if you're here from an ad, let me tell you, thank you for watching. If you're watching this video on an ad itself, thank you for watching as well. Go to marketingatlasshow.com if you have any questions. And if you want me to personally review your ads, go to nobsadvertising.club. That is nobsadvertising.club. And I'll see you guys